So one of the most time-intensive tasks, and really in any course development, is the asset creation. You know, your graphics, your audio, your video, and so on. Those really take the bulk of most course development time. And there's a lot of different ways designers will manage their assets. And one common way, and really easy way, is by using PowerPoint's clip art organizer to store and manage all those assets. So let's look at a couple ways to add some images and assets to the organizer, as well as create some special collections, as well as deleting some. So the fastest way, the easiest way, is just to select a graphic or illustration or shape on your slide. Click Control-C, click Insert, click Clip Art, and Organize Clips. So it's going to bring open your clip art organizer. Go ahead and just select one of the predefined collections, and we'll just use favorites. Click Control-V, and there we go. We just added that golfer real quick to our collection, and now he's in there. So another way that we can add some assets to the organizer is to go to File, Add Clips to Organizer. This first option automatically, basically you can specify a folder or network drive or specific drive, and just anything that gets added to that folder will automatically get added to your organizer. A little too much for me. I don't want that much added to my organizer. It just gets a little bit busy. If I have a scanner or camera, I can do that as well. But on my own, essentially lets you add your own specific images. So in this case, I have this Golf Basics course. I can select one, or shift click multiple, or just click Control-A to select them all. Go ahead and click Add. And that added all of those to my favorites. So a really quick way to bring in my assets into my PowerPoint library so I can quickly add these each time. One other option we have, is we can obviously delete these just by clicking the drop down arrow and selecting delete. So you can either delete it from the favorites or you can delete it from the organizer, whichever one. Another option that's really helpful is not to put all of your assets into a single folder called favorites or whatever. You want to create your own custom collection. So for example, I had a tire changing course. All of these are the images that I use in that course. To create your own custom collection, just go to File, New Collection, and let's call this Golf Basics. I'm going to select my collection so it's under the high-level parent. And there we go. So there's nothing in there right now, but if I go back to favorites, do a Control-A to select all of these, and just drag them over to Golf Basics. And there we go. So the final way to really make this most efficient for us is to add keywords. So if I click the drop down arrow and select Edit Keywords, you can see that there are some basic keywords that were added. These were added probably based on the path to the file, right? So there's users, David, documents. But I can add my own keywords, and I think golf would be one that I'd want to add, and maybe golf club if I wanted. But the benefit to me and going forward, both for this course development as well as future, is that I'm going to be able to search for these images a lot easier. And one great best practice is to include the course title as your collection, as well as what you use the image for. All right, you can have multiple course titles assigned, but it makes it really easy to go back and find, the image that you used in a compliance course or a golf course, whatever, because you gave it a specific course name. Sometimes that's easier to locate them. But find out whatever keyword method works for you, that works best. So if I go ahead and just close out of that, and now I can go ahead and just search, say for golf. Have the option to search only my collections, or I could include office collections and web collections as well. If I search, there we go. So there's the images we just added. You can click one of those to bring it into the slide. Another image right there. But again, really great way for beginning to manage your course assets. And we just worked with images right here, but audio, video files work just as well. So if you're working with a lot of the external media, multimedia like that, you can add those to your collections for your specific course, edit some keywords to them so it makes it easy to retrieve. And it's a great start for really just getting a hold on all the course assets that you create.